Welcome back to another GC Release Radar. It's been a while, but I'm back, and we are going to go through the latest releases that I find interesting and might be worthy of your time. Pretty much all of the games this week I actually own, and one of them is very cheap, and I already know that it was good anyway, and I'll start with that one. It is called Reigns, Her Majesty. I've actually talked about this in a news video and a newscast, but I'm going to talk about it here as well. It is a very fun little card game, and basically you play as a succession of queens moving throughout a time period, doing various choices. Lots of fun little, a really nice sense of humour this game has in everything that it does, and it's just wonderfully dark and amazing, and it's really worth picking up. Even the first one, which isn't very much, and this second one costs £2.09 at the moment, and to be honest, definitely worth your time. The next game on the list is called Opus Magnum. Now, this is a game that is basically Micromanagement the Simulator. It reminds me very much of Human Resource Machine, which was a game by the people who made Little Inferno, amongst other things. And it is just a wonderful little management game where you live in a world where alchemy is a thing, and you have to make various different sort of elements, loads of different things like that, from core elements just to various products. There's a massive workshop support on the game. It came out of early access this week. It is genuinely one of the most thoughtful, really amazingly designed puzzle games I've seen in quite a long time. And at the current price of $13.94, 10% off until the 14th, I think it's worth it. You might think it's a bit expensive. Maybe wait for the sale, Steam sale that's coming up, and it might be on sale then. The next game we have on the list is one of those games that you look at it and just think, wow, holy shit. This is a game called Claybook. Now, if you are a fan of deformation physics and similar things like I am, this game is absolutely gorgeous and wonderful. It is one of the best looking games of the year, and to be honest, just the deformation physics is enough for me. I'm one of those people who bought spin tyres when it was still just spin tyres because I wanted that deformation, and this is that. You play as a ball of clay, or several depending on the level that you're doing, and you have to complete various goals around that level, but everything you do deforms the terrain and yourself, and it's just a wonderful thing to see. It is absolutely gorgeous. My only issue is the demon child who's controlling the ball of clay in the background. But apart from that, oh boy, it's so worth your time. I'm gonna play it after I finish this video, actually. Priced at $15.49. It's a little bit expensive in my mind for an early access game, but again, if you are a fan of these kind of deformation physics, then oh boy, do you need to go and play this. Final thing on my list is a free VR game. Now, this is of course not going to be very applicable to a lot of people who will watch this, not that there's going to be many, but as someone who now owns a Vive, this is very applicable to me, and as someone who is a fan of Star Wars, this is also very applicable to me. It's called Star Wars Droid Repair Bay. This reminds me very much of Job Simulator. There was a part of Job Simulator where you play as a car mechanic, and you have to do loads of things like that, but this looks like a more serious and droid-based version of that. I think it is actually made by, it's made by ILMX Lab, but it's actually an official Star Wars game made for Disney, and it looks so good. Just the visuals of it are amazing because you have a BB-8 to repair and it's there in front of you, and yes, it's free. It's just if I had more space in my VR room at the moment, my VR setup, there's a little bit of clutter in the way, I would be playing that now. But unfortunately, there's stuff in the way, so I can't, and I have to do this shit. And that wraps up this episode of the Release Radar. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a like, subscribe, or a share, whatever you fancy. Our social links are down in the description. Stay tuned to GameCast for more news, reviews, let's plays, podcasts, lots of fun things. And if you want to stay up to date on the latest interesting releases, then please stay tuned to this show. Hopefully come back to being every week now. We've had a few weeks where it's a little bit sort of off, but hopefully we're back to normal now. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time.